This is Adam and Eve by Joe Jones, painted around 1930. What you immediately notice about this piece is the symmetry and the colors that the artist used. The painting depicts two posed figures that almost appear androgynous, though they are identified as the biblical figures of Adam leaning to the left side and Eve to the right. Behind them, we see shapes, primarily triangles, and a semicircular shining sun between two mountain-like triangles. In the lower third of the painting, Jones essentially abandoned shapes for a gradient-colored background, with the positioning of the legs stepping in as the main formation of shapes. This painting stands out in comparison to other works by Joe Jones. He rose to prominence during the Great Depression, with many of his works depicting American scenes of rural life in the Dust Bowl region. This particular painting is believed to have been a commission for Cunard White Star Line's RMS Queen Mary, which was notable for its Art Deco interiors. Years later, the piece was purchased by Oliver Swift, whose wife was a friend of Joe Jones. The bold colors of red, yellow, green, and blue are characteristic of Jones's early works. Art Deco was influenced by the bright colors of Fauvism, the geometric forms of Cubism, as well as movement in the mechanical Futurism, among other overlapping art movements of the early 20th century. The shape of the figures of Adam and Eve are very much in the style of Art Deco, with the influence of Cubism further seen in the figures' perspective and how Jones uses color to create fragmentations in their forms. This isn't the only painting where Jones makes biblical references. He also alludes to the story of Noah in his 1936 painting, American Farm. But considering that many of his pre-World War II works were of rural life scenes, the solely biblical subject matter makes this painting unique. The symmetry of this work is especially visually gratifying, and the consistent use of color adds to the focus on shapes. The sunburst, which was a very common motif in Art Deco design, is mirrored by two semicircles on either side. The triangle shape is repeated in the bold-hued shapes in the background, in the V-shape of Adam and Eve's upper torsos, and the triangles that the positioning of the legs create. There is even symmetry in the bared flesh of their toes, facing inward in the bottom corners.